In this video, I'm going to show you how to take your Monstera propagations and get them into a pot of soil. So this beautiful, lovely, huge Monstera behind me, I get so many propagations from. It's absolutely ridiculous. Sometimes they'll be growing kind of weird and I'll cut it off, or it's just getting too big or too wild. So I try to keep it tame just a little bit, but that leaves me with so many Monsteras. So let's go ahead, get these into some soil. This plant, I'm just in love. Now, because I'm gifting these, they're gonna go in these planters that are just from a plant that I bought from the store. So I always save these for future use. We're gonna carefully pull this out of the water. Oop. And then what I like to do is separate each section so we can see what we have for roots. So there's one. Oh, this one, look at those roots. That is absolutely wild. And it's for those 3 leaves. Oh man, look at this one. Look at how beautiful those roots are. And our last one, not nearly as impressive. So I think I'm gonna separate this into 2 plants. The soil that I am using is actually a mix that I make myself. I believe I have a video on that. If I don't, next time I mix it up, I will show you how I make my own soil. So we're just gonna put a wee little bit down here on the bottom. I hope this fits in here. And I know it's not easy to see. Okay, so I seriously look like I'm in a jungle here. It's hilarious. Okay, so now that we have these kind of standing upright, we are gonna backfill with soil. So we'll just pop that in there. Now it's kind of wonky because you have to hold this in place while you're putting the soil in there. Never press down on your soil, right? So we don't want to pack it in. We just want it to have room so it can still get oxygen, but we want to kind of fill up all of the empty spaces, obviously. I find if you kind of tap the pot, it helps the soil settle into where it needs to be. And like I said, I'm not packing, I'm just kind of pushing this around. Okay, one is planted. So for right now, I will set that there. And we're just gonna do literally the same thing with the second. So let me just show you. I'm not putting a lot of soil in there at all, just a wee little bit on the bottom. I'm assuming that they're gonna wanna put these into a different pot. Oh, that one fits perfectly. And then now, like I said, when you're putting the soil in, you're just gonna kind of hold these. You always wanna train your Monsteras to go straight up and down. That's why I had that bamboo thing in here. So I kind of just place it so it's pretty much gonna go straight up and down. Now, I don't know if everybody does this, but see this root right here? This is actually an aerial root, and I just put it right in the water, and then it seems to turn into a regular root with my Monsteras. I just don't like the way they look hanging down or out of the pot. And this soil is so dry, you could just see it like poofing up at me. I am absolutely addicted to these. I got these on clearance at Walmart for like 50 cents, and they are my favorite new planting apparatus. So what I like to do is I'm just gonna pop these underneath. And we're gonna give this a good watering. Now, I know what you're gonna be thinking. You're gonna be thinking, aren't you supposed to bottom water these? Normally, the answer would be yes. Now, monsteras are tricky because they can get so big, sometimes that's hard to do. Now remember, we are taking these from a vase, and the roots are used to being very, very wet, right? So they're used to just being completely submerged into water, and now they're going into soil. So typically when you do a move from a water propagation to a soil propagation, you want to keep the soil very wet for just a little bit. So typically for a couple of weeks, I will, what you would call, overwater these, and then I will start getting them more to allowing them dry out before I plant them. You just want to make sure that the roots are able to take hold. So I'm just going to drench these. And then I will actually come back in, water them maybe one more time just to make sure that this soil is completely hydrated. I'm trying to get so you can see me. I will gift someone a plant that's not in the prettiest pot, but what I will not do is I will not gift someone a plant that hasn't been cleaned up. So I like to come through with a microfiber cloth that is damp, and we're just gonna wipe all of the dust off of these plants. Some of the leaves, can you see this one? Let me see. I have cats, so you can tell the cats kind of got that one. I don't think it's a complete loss, but even that one, I'm just going to clean it up before I go deliver these. Okay, so just so you guys know, it is not easy trying to record around this plant, so I absolutely feel like I'm in the jungle. I feel ridiculous, but can we just, for a second, appreciate the size of this leaf? Like, it is almost 2 hands big. And then this one, look at how big they are. This plant, I'm just in love. I'm in love with it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy your Monstera plants as much as I do. They are an absolute blast. And I really, this plant has built my confidence so much because I just feel like I'm doing such a good job with my Monstera. I have another one that I might be bringing out that needs a little bit of something. Okay, let me just show you real quick. Like I was saying, this Monstera plant has completely built my confidence. However, this one is not doing the best, and I am gonna have to do something with this. So let me know if you'd like to see a video on what I kind of do with this Monstera to bring it back to a better state. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have as much success with your Monstera as I've been having with mine. This guy is absolutely amazing and I love it. I love gifting it. I just feel like it is such a wonderful plant. And if you haven't done so already, be sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below.